So the 4 points that I learned throughout this throughout this chapter were: determine your purpose and topic, analyze and adapt to your audience, adapt to the context, and enhance your credibility. And to me, these are all really, really important. So for the first one, determine your purpose and your topic. Well, the purpose is to know the message that you want your audience to know. And also, are you gonna do pie? You're gonna persuade them, you're gonna inform them, or are you gonna entertain them? And the topic is the heart of your presentation and what it is about. It is also, these two connect, the topic and the purpose, because this is the message that you want your audience to leave with. So as a speaker, what do you want your audience to leave with? Do you want, what type of message do you want them to have after they finished hearing what you had to say? So knowing your audience is important. Knowing your audience helps you figure out what content and message your audience worries about the most. So like for teenagers and people who are, about to leave high school, is you want to talk to them about college and what college life is about and what they can do, compared to talking to little kids like a fifth grader. You don't want to talk to him about college yet because he still has to go through all of his middle school years and all through his high school life. So it's what you gotta. It's like what age group as well, because if you were to talk to a baby that's 4 years old or 5 years old, you're not gonna talk to him about college. You wanna entertain him and talk to him like by playing toys and giving him and candies and stuff like that. So once you have an idea of who your audience is, you can know what tone and what voice you want to greet your audience with. So back to what I was saying to like the high school people, you want to be energetic, you want to be fast moving, you want to include a bunch of them into your stuff, because at least you grab their attention, because they're like, oh hey, you picked this person and they had a fun time. Maybe you can pick me and I'll be able to have a fun time. That's a way of interacting with your audience, and you also get to know them a little bit more. Adapting the context is also important, because you must know your stage. This is similar to driving a car, because when you drive a car, you want to adjust your mirrors and adjust your seat so that you can have a safe and comfortable drive from getting to point A to point B. Knowing your stage with this is similar, right? You must know your stage to a point where you are comfortable enough to where you can give a good flow, a good speech that flows well from points A, B, C, all the way through Z. And also this is important because of that. If you have to dim your lights or you have to have a projector behind you, you already know where they're at and you won't have to look lost in front of your audience of people. It is important to enhance your credibility because it builds trust with you and the audience by establishing a bond between the two. When the two bond is established, the audience between the speaker and the audience, it can impact the audience. You can the audience and the speaker, they'll have more of a bond together. It's like just as if you were friends. If your friend will tell you something, you're gonna believe him more than what a random stranger has to say. Just how if your friend wants you to do this thing, you'll do it for him because you know him, he's your friend, you guys have this special bond, compared to a random stranger you've never met. If they ask you to do something, you may be a little bit hesitant, but you'll still do it for them. So for my reflection, I feel like I determined my purpose. It was one of the first things I stated in my video, and also I believe that I said my topic, clearly and was well stated, as it was one of the first things I said as well. It was the effects on social media. I did not analyze my audience mainly because I do not know them. I don't know them personally. I don't know them in person. And even though this is an online class, I still don't know them digitally, through social media and stuff like that. And then I knew my environment well, since this is my room, even though it's a little bit messy right now. And I feel like my information was there, but my body movement and my gestures were not there. Because when I see TED Talks, I see the people, they walk from here to there and they do a lot of things with their hands, to interact more with the audience. And it feels like this is something I need to do so that I can get better in not only online presentations, but also presentations face to face.